You are naked. This is the question that God asked Adam after they had disobeying him by eating the forbidden fruit in Genesis chapter 3, verse 9 to verse 11. You find that it answered and said, I am hiding because I am naked. God was asking where he was, but he ended up responding by saying that he is naked or they are naked. You find that this is contrary to what God had asked. Most of us, what we believe right now, is very contrary to what God intended or what God says about us. I don't know, maybe some of us have tried or they have made a past mistake and they have concluded the whole matter that they are a failure. Maybe you have started a business and it has failed and you end up saying that business, you can never do business. Maybe you have tried to make that marriage work but it has failed and you say marriage cannot work. Maybe you have been hurt by a man in the past and you conclude that all men are dogs. Maybe there is something you have tried, and even the society around us has positioned us to believe in a certain way. Maybe the tribe you come from, maybe it has some belief system that limit us from achieving something because we were born and raised knowing that things are supposed to be done this way or that way. But that is not the way that God intends. We need to believe in what God says that we are, not what the system, not the past mistakes. You know, the enemy uses the past mistakes to bring offense to us, to make us to show that we cannot amount to anything. Maybe your life in the past has not been good. Maybe you are in the prostitution, and now when you are told that God loves you, you see like God cannot love you. God cannot love you because of the things you've done. Maybe there are mistakes, grievous mistakes you made in the past. But let me tell you that God loves you. God does not look at your past. If you turn to Him, He forgives you. Remember, Moses was a murderer, David was an adulterer, and even a killer. There is nothing that God cannot do or cannot change. Even Saul, he was the one persecuting the church, but God used him. I don't know what is making you to turn away from God. Is that mindset that you have? Or is that what you have been told by your parents, by your teachers? Maybe you are not doing well in school and they were saying that you cannot amount to anything. Your parents, maybe because of you not being like others, or other, they try to compare you with them, their children, the neighbors of children, and then they saw that you are completely different and they concluded that you cannot do anything. I don't know what is that limiting belief in you. I don't know how do you see yourself. God desires that you accept Christ in your life, that He loves you. He can make you to change your perception. The same thing occurred to the children of Israel when they were told to go and spy the land. The 10 brought a bad report, and only to Caleb and Joshua brought a good report. The bad report, those who brought the bad report, they in their eyes they looked like grasshoppers to the people who are living in the land, and they say that even to us, so were we. So you need to look at your belief system and your perception, what you see. How do you see yourself compared to other people? May have a different perception about you. Yes, that is just opinions, but what you believe about yourself, your own opinion about yourself, that is what matters a lot. Is the opinion that God has also upon you, what matters a lot. Because as Proverbs 23 verse 7, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You will become what you believe, not what other people believe, not what other people say. And another person say that if 1,000 lions are led by sheep, they can be defeated by 1,000 sheep led by a lion. It is what is made, it is inside you, not what around you, not the circumstance, not what people have said, not the culture, what the culture says, but what God says about you. That is what you need to believe. May God help you and me to change our perception and our mindset, that to know that God is always loving and kind towards us irrespective of the past mistake or irrespective of what people say about us. Shalom.